Caltrans Summer Engineering Institute program is a unique program. This is not something that goes on in every district up and down the state, but this is very unique to Bay Area, to our district. The purpose of the program is to encourage and expose you in the different aspects of the engineering profession early in your education and encourage you to make engineering your career choice. During the program, you will gain insight into the academic program as college students in an engineering program will encounter.
I'm going to ask each of you, what engineering you are considering to study?
Civil or environmental. I want to do landscape engineering.
Okay.
I'm Michael, and I go to Los Alamos High School, and I want to either do architectural or structural.
Well, we have tried to, besides to tell them, the student, what we do in Caltrans as electrical engineer, we wanted to emphasize what you can do in that field. And naturally, we brought an electronic kit. That way they could do some hand-on experience to learn some, to build some circuit.
How bad dude, you're bending it, man.
Okay, yeah, undo it.
So it tells you this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the sum function to add sum from B cell B4 to B7 and press enter. That's the sum of those. Now I'll show you.
Up at the top between A and B, see how the cursor turned into two arrows pointing opposite of each other? When it gets up there, double click it.
Remember, in this classroom, there are no dumb answers, only people who can't answer them. So make sure you raise your hand and you ask the question if you have it.
Does everybody see where they're the same, where they're both 10 on the chart? Yeah. Everybody gets that?
So this triangle is similar to that triangle.
Like on like the sine wise, but then the road is 75.
Right. If you drove
yeah, no, because that creek could be wet in the wintertime.
So it comes right through here, right there, where those.
Right. Yeah. So this is your longitudinal distance longitude.
So we said we're detailed, powerful, gentle-ish, protective, and extra friendly.
We're smart, we're active, we're cheerful, we're thrifty, we're loud, we're tempered, we're shy, we're crazy, so that's funny.
Set! Go! Right, sharper, right, sharper!
Right.
Forward, okay, go.
This is your field trip.
You want that open?
One of them dealing with soils has 2 pages, so you can just help yourself to these piles right here.
These kind of bridges, mostly suspension bridges, are built in Europe, and most of the technology comes from there. So as far as this bridge is concerned, not only parts are being manufactured in UK, but also in Japan, in China, and in Korea.
Well, my favorite part was taking the trips and learning about electrical engineering and landscape. So I never really had an interest in that until I took these classes, and I was like, oh, you know, this seems fun. So
I basically have to figure out how to get all the animals that are near extinction away from all danger and all that.
And I'm the landscape architect, and I pretty much make sure everything looks good and people are happy with what they look at.
So every day we learn many different things. So we learn about hydraulics.
You know, just as much as they're learning from us, we're learning from them. For me, it's like I'm going back to where they were and discovering and getting excited about landscape architecture.
We learned about mainly civil engineering, so there's things about cross sections, cut and fill, mainly how to build a roadway, and we had a project on it, and we just finished that tonight. Also, we have a presentation that we're going to do tomorrow. We have our 2% slope which leads to a 1-to-2 ratio that goes into a right-of-way line.
And that's about an 86 feet difference from the top of our creek to the bottom of our bridge. So we will be ready for any measure.
They normally have like some kind of like dirt and log, and here we have trees and a small park.
My name is Catherine Liu, and I am the project manager for Fortified Engineers. We are a company based in San Francisco. And here at Fortified Engineers, our mission statement is to provide not only safety, but convenience as well through engineering.
Our company was asked to design the 906 bypass. The 906 bypass is a freeway that connects Fantasy City.
In regards to the optional design, you mentioned the ramps closing. Could you expand on that a little more, particularly in regards to the cost?
Whether or not the optional design will have a heavier impact in terms of cost, that will definitely be a much more, it'll be worth the investment, as it'll help ease it'll help move keep the traffic moving.
The department's very proud, along with the sponsorship from San Francisco State University and the California Transportation Foundation.
And we don't have any background in our family about any high education. That's why I'm very proud that my son is here, and thank you for the opportunity.